Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Thursday morning and ain't God good and won't he do it? Oh yes he will, oh yes he will. I know my listeners probably saying, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You said the same thing every morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, this morning I woke up this morning. I said, no, Lee Craft, what kind of topic can you have? I listen to all the different shows about people saying you're not on my level and all the kind of things. And I want to tell people, stop making excuses not to help people. I said, what are you talking about, Lee Craft? I'm saying, stop making excuses not to help people. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man with the white beard smiling and profiling. And finally, y'all trying to size me up. Man, you know what? I listen to people talk. I listen to social media sometimes. When I watch ESPN, all those different sports shows, and sometimes you watch the business shows, and people say, man, I'm not calling no names, but if you watch some of the shows that I watch, and you heard some of the things that I've heard, you probably already know what I'm about to say, or do you? This is the thing, people. People say that you're not on my level. You can only fly so high that sometimes the altitude people can't go where you're going. Eagle fly so high that the crow can't get there. Yeah, eagle can do a lot of things the crow can't do, but flip it around, the crow can do things that the eagle can't do. So you can give all kinds of examples about this and about that, but the real reason is, why don't you want to help somebody? I listened to one celebrity said that when he first got into money, you're not making the money not making, you can't make the business decision not making. But be mindful, before you got to that money, you wasn't on the same level that they was on. Somebody had to help you along the way. See, we forget those things once we've made it. See, the problem, this is the thing, good people. When you make it, we all have a responsibility of giving back to helping those who have fallen short. It's about the 180. What goes around, comes around, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, that's not a 180. It is a total of 360. But you know exactly what I'm saying, though, right? My thing is this right here, though. We want to make excuses not to help somebody, but instead of making an excuse to help somebody. Me, in my household, we make excuses to help somebody. I remember this guy at my job and everything. He was going through a hard time. He had a lift license, but he wasn't an operator. He was a driver, and no one wanted to help him. Everybody looking for what? Experienced lift drivers, experienced operators, right? So how do you get experience? Somebody has to give you the opportunity, right? So came to the facility, right? And I asked him a question. I said, Joe, what are you, Joe? Are you an operator or are you a driver? He said, I'm a driver, Mr. Lee. Good answer. I said, go down and get with Perry. Tell Perry I sent you down there, man. Perry gonna show you how to operate that lift. Before we leave out of here, man, you're gonna be an operator. He said, thank you. So like I said, he went down there and Perry showed him how to use the lift, use a clamp lift, reach lift, whatever he had to use. He was bona fide. I said again, he was bona fide to go anywhere else. But he loved working with us, And the company was relocating back to Chicago, and they wanted me to move. I said, nah, I'm not going away. I'm not the Beverly Hills baby. I can't just move like that. So, but I happened to run across Joe one day at Walmart. When I saw him, the man introduced me to his family and said, baby, this is the man who gave me an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about, people. See, we get so caught in we making all this money and everything, right? And we feel that you're not on the level. But what if, though? What if that was your child that wanted to follow you, that you wanted to follow your footsteps, but maybe your child might not want to follow your footsteps, but you want your child to follow your footsteps, and your child enjoyed working with their parent? Would you say you're not on my level? They ain't getting it right. So if they don't get it right, do they have no chance to get it right? Huh? They ain't get it right. So do you drop them where they at and move to somebody else? No, you do not. You say, that's different. That's family. Nah, that's a double negative. Depends on how you look at it. You don't have to be blood related to be family. I'm just saying, good people, just let them marinate for a minute. All I'm saying, people, stop making excuses not to help somebody. You know, when you see somebody that's struggling, and you got, let's say you got $10 million in the bank. You don't need $10 million, man. $10 million in the bank, you like, say you maybe like $9 million over budget. That's a gift from God. And you say you got a partner, right, who's trying to get into his own business, right? Would you kind of help him navigate and just give him a little loan and to get him on his feet to start his own franchise? Show him what you did. If you don't get it right, you just let me show you how you do it, man. Let me be there with you. You know what I'm saying? Just like 2 + 2 is 19. Oh, my bad. Wrong math teacher. But you understand what I'm saying, right? See, sometimes you gotta guide them through there. That's somebody that you're close to and that you know that needs help. Don't just give them certain things. Teach them how to be similar to you. Teach them what was taught to you. That's what I do on a daily basis. You know, the knowledge that I have from others, from every place that I've been, people that took me up on their wing and everything, I do the same thing to people that I come across who are falling short in certain areas and everything. You know, it got to be about money. It could be about some life experiences, some life lessons about Mr. Lee. You've been married how many years? 33 years. Have you and your wife ever had an argument? Yeah! Had several. Had one this morning before we left work. Before we left, we go to work. I'm just playing them, but I'm just saying them. If anybody ever tell you they never had an argument with their spouse, they must have never got married. Because you're gonna have some disagreements. But at the end of the day, it's how you figure it out. That's all I'm saying. So, and they come to me asking me certain questions and stuff, and like I said, if I don't have the answer, I go find the answer. You know, even though they're not on what? They're not on my level. They're not on my level. And sometimes people are not on your level. When you help them out, they're gonna surpass you. You know, and hopefully they won't forget what you did for them. And they're gonna stick their hand down there, you know what I'm saying, and bring you up to where they at. That's how it's supposed to be. Don't make excuses. And we go in different directions. You know, we go in different directions. You turn about face, left them right there, and with the feet stuck in the sand, in the quicksand, and they were sinking. You just kept on walking until you didn't see them no more. You said, well, no, out of sight, out of mind. Nope. So double negative. I know. I like my kids say, I'm not a good storyteller. I won't be the first to tell you that, but I probably say, you know what, they're right. But people, all I'm saying, people, like I said, stop making excuses not to help somebody. Make excuse to help somebody. Because like I said, that person could be your sister, your brother, your son, your daughter, your uncle, your granddaughter. That's all I'm saying. So I don't make excuses not to help people. I make excuses to help people. Because all my life, God has had somebody there to guide my footsteps and make me learn what I need to learn and to be a better person. You know, we all gonna make mistakes. I can guarantee you that. Just don't think because you got there and they're not where you at or where you think they should be and stuff. I mean, just say, you know what? We got to sever ties. And that same person that you cut loose might end up being your boss one day. You might have to go to them and say, can you help me? They might say, yes. I'm not gonna be like you. But I ain't gonna say it like that. But if you look at their face, they're gonna say, you know what I'm thinking. So good people, hope you got what I'm saying today, and hopefully you let it marinate. If you don't get what I'm saying, just go back to the beginning of the video and listen to it again. And hopefully you get it. If you don't get it, write me a detailed message. You know, even though I can't read, but I try to figure it out. So with that being said, hey, this is Lee Craft. This is my podcast. What if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people. If you want to have a real conversation. Oh, I almost forgot. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing. It's going to be okay. I can guarantee you that as long as you make God a part of your life. Have a blessed day. And please find time, make time to tell God, thank you.